Hey, how you doing? So the end of that video was it was going to end with okay, I was going to add more to that video. I was going to film myself walk into the truck. I was going to have like this weird me standing in the background like this in the truck, going to GameStop, recording it, me exchanging it for a different game. I was going to go with Alone in the Dark. I know Alone in the Dark has mixed reviews and it's like a lot shorter game, but in my head I was like, okay, I'll show that I want a single player game, and that was it, like something straightforward for better or worse. But I went to GameStop because I was going to pick up something for my nephew too, for his birthday, and I forgot to bring the game. And as time went on, I started thinking about more and more, and at the end of the day, I still wanted to play Dragon's Dogma. Now, I'm not a part of the problem because I'm not going to spend a dime on those microtransactions, but what I should have done was just return the game, right? That would have made a statement, which would have been a little tiny drop in a bucket. But I think that's what I'll tell myself. Like, well, I'm not really making much of a difference. But at the end, but if a bunch of us did that, it might have, maybe not. I don't know. They say to vote with your wallet. But whatever the case may be, since I didn't do that, I feel that I'm definitely part of the problem, because if I was that outraged, then why would I continue to have the game, right? Why would I just buy the game? And it's as simple as because at the end of the day, I could bitch and moan all I want, but I wanted to play it. And I did, so the companies are never going to learn from anything. And it goes for a lot of things that I do, not just with video games, just with purchasing things in general. I could have some moral reservations, let's say with Amazon, but I use that shit all the time because I don't like leaving my house if I don't have to. And I go to GameStop to buy games sometimes when a game's like about to be released, and I'll pre-order a game that I know I'm going to get, which pre-ordering is just a bad thing. But again, I justified in my head because if I pre-ordered Dragon's Dogma 2 and it was terrible, I could review it, right? And just say, hey, this game sucks. Even though there's like a million other reviews and stuff like that, but at least it's considered content to my video. So at least that's the way I could justify it. But the truth is, I pre-order games sometimes because on a personal level, like that $70 that I have put aside for that might be more valuable depending how broke I am or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's more of just like, hey, I already paid for this. It's out of sight, out of mind, and whatever, At least that's how I justify it. Who knows what deep down reason is. But yeah, it's not like they were going to like sell out of copies of Dragon Dogma 2. Plus I could download it if I really wanted to. But getting off subject here, I had pre-ordered a bunch of games there too. Like I was picking up my nephew's gift as well because I was getting that Princess Peach game. But I digress. So yeah, what can I do next time? I don't know. Just not buy the game that kind of pissed me off about it. Why? I mean, there's been microtransactions and other games that piss me off less, but for some reason this made me feel icky a little bit, more so than the other games. I guess we can kind of pick and choose what bothers us, and for some reason this particularly bothered me. I don't know if it's because over time, the more that these things happen, the more sick of it I get. But if I remember correctly, without just checking, like I think there might have been some in the Resident Evil 4 remake, like maybe some outfits or some shit like that, or you can just unlock things fast. So I am selectively getting pissed off at things. So that's my part, and I play into it. But yeah, I had pictured myself returning the game because I thought, like, oh, if I play this, it's still going to bother me in the back of my head. And then as time went on, it started bothering me. Well, okay, then it started bothering me less and less, but not so much where I still kind of wanted to play the game, I wanted to, like, live in a fantasy world, create a character, and not sweat my balls off like I did with Elden Ring. I know it's not going to be as hard, whatever. I could kind of just enjoy the fantasy setting and the pawn system, too. A bunch of reasons, But anyway, that's it. I'm part of the problem because of those reasons I mentioned, and maybe you are, too. Tell me if you're guilty of doing something like this, despite feeling some other way. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Bye.